What I'm going to take you through today are 5 deadly business sins you must avoid, enable to create the values that you need to compensate the amount of risk that you are taking in the business. So on your chair, before you sit down having lunch, you should have a handout. And that handout, on the top of it says, Planning Steps Toward Success. And if you can turn to the page, it says 5 deadly sins to avoid. We have a lot of information to cover, so I want to give you the opportunity to write it down, and we're going to go through it very quickly. The way that I'm going to share with you these mistakes, Mary, if you don't have a copy, raise your hand, so Mary will give you the copy. Cherie, right here. Thank you, Mary. I'm going to give you what mistake to avoid, and I will give you a real-life example of the company that avoid those mistakes and turn around the company. And of course, when I mention those companies, name has been changed, industry has been changed, just to protect them. And I will also share with you how to avoid those mistakes. All right, so sin number one, no sustainable economic engine. No sustainable economic engine. What I really mean by that is you don't have an alignment or something called misalignment of your business model. Now, I watched each of you ladies do your 1 minute round just a few minutes ago. You guys have done a great job for that. If I were to ask you, what is your business model? Someone tells me, how long would it take you to describe your business model? Any volunteer? Just how many minutes, that's all. Probably more than 2 minutes. So what is a business model? What is a business model? No volunteer? We got gift. Yes?
Would it be your plan for gaining business?
Yes, that's part of it. Thank you. In the back of your car, write down small book. Okay, business model. In front of you, the chart, you see 3 little circles. Business model has 3 different components. Number one component is business owner's passion as well as your business purpose. So owner's passion as well as business purpose. Number 2 components is your business competency, core competency. Core competency includes your key resources as well as your key processes. Key resources as well as your key processes. All right, ladies, how many of you actually shop online for shoes? Can someone name a company?
Zappos. Bakers.
Who says that? Zappos? Mary? Okay, in the back of your car, write down big book. All right. Zappos, before they become famous years and years ago, they've decided to outsource their supply chain. Supply chain is something that you ship in your inventory, you ship out the orders to your customers. They think that by outsourcing that to a third party will actually enhance their profit level. They outsource to somebody who is right next to the UPS hub. 6 months down the road, they realize that they made the biggest mistake because that third-party company cannot handle the volumes and cannot get the shipping correctly. So it took them another year just to bring all of those things back. And the mistake that they made was they actually outsourced their core competencies. So as you run your business, understand what your core competency is. Don't outsource your core competency. Of course, things that you don't do well, you can outsource. Number 3 is the economic drivers. Economic drivers. In the other words, your profit formula. Your profit formula. When Luna started her therapy business about 10 years ago, she was doing just fine. Every year, she'd go bid on the school county projects. And when she received her bid, she will receive the revenue coming in directly from the federal government Medicaid. In 2009, she was actually doing okay during that period of time. She lost her contract. She has been doing the business with the same school for the 10 years, and that was the very first time she did not get the contract. So she was in a panic mode, because she would literally have to either close the company or do something about it. So the only thing that we did to help her was to relook at her business model and redefine 7 additional revenue sources that she had never thought about. In 2010, because of that change, she was able to grow her company from under $500,000 to $1.8 million in 2010. I don't know where the recession was. She obviously was doing very well in 2010. So tiny little change in your business model will make a huge difference. Now,